understand what you mean. You're 3-4 grand up. You're 7.5%, which is 750. So why? I don't understand why you're 3 grand. Yeah, no, I just do that every day. Less than £4 or whatever. So yeah, no, it's not a scam at all. I'm doing 100k. Loads of people in my group and stuff. They rarely maybe as a minimum 4 days rather than just smash it out in one day. Right guys, stream coming very, very soon. Just making a choice to set up. What's good? How are we doing today, guys? How are we doing today? welcome, welcome, welcome. Let's get it. Error? Don't know why it's saying error. Try again. Give me 1 second, guys. It's not letting me sign in for some reason on my YouTube. Try that again. Yeah, let's go. Okay, we're live. We're live. We're live. How are we doing today? How are we doing today? Welcome, 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 guys. Welcome, welcome, welcome. We'll just wait for a few more people to join. Get on with some analysis. Obviously, I've already posted analysis in the groups. I won't be looking to take a sell off of this. Got a lower volume closure below, so I won't be looking to take a sell. And we've moved too far at this point as well. So 60 pips, yeah, not liking this closure anyway. So I won't be looking to take a sell at the break of previous wick. I'd rather feel more comfortable in waiting for a weak bullish candle than take the sales below after that. So we've got a bit of time to do our analysis. Who have we got on stream today? Welcome, guys. Hello, hello, hello. Let's work on some music. Ryan's streaming music. Play. Just a bit of chill background music will do. Check out the 4 hour. 4 hour still hasn't got a top wick really, so may expect price to come and get that at some point soon. But yeah, not liking this closure below, lower volume closure, and we've moved 60 pips already, so I'll rather wait for a cleaner setup. That's cool. Still got lovely clean candles, but let's get on with some analysis. So weekly, clearly still very, very bullish. All there is to say about that. Daily, so the daily, as I said on the Discord analysis, some of you hopefully have already checked out, had a nice strong bullish closure. Then yesterday we formed this weak bearish candle, rejecting the 3150 mark. Finally did get that big push down after stream yesterday. Oh man. So after the stream yesterday, we're still consolidating this whole time. And then as I don't trade past 4:30 GMT because longer than closes, volume typically dies down, and then look, bang. And we said the bigger the consolidation, the bigger the breakout, and look at that, it was huge. Anyway, that caused us to have the bearish day in the end. However, current daily, we've respected this previous low, but we've failed to break previous low so far, and we've continued to push bullish. So here's a couple of plans in mind off the daily. It's hard to get a daily bias right now because I've seen this structure before, where we printed a bearish candle and then we continue up, break the previous wick high. So if we do break the current daily high, I will expect price to continue up bullish, break the previous high into gold all-time new highs if we get the volume. Now, here's the only scenario and possible doubt in mind. Now, we had a nice bullish closure. This bearish closure actually had, it looks like a smaller body, actually had more volume. So that's my only concern. Now, it makes more sense when you come over to the 4 hour. On the 4 hour, I really liked, we had this support formed, we've got this resistance formed. Now we tapped into that previous support, also breaking the previous lows on the 4 hour, grabbing a nice liquidity. We nearly did the MC play to break the previous highs after breaking the previous lows, right? So I like the closure in the sense that we tapped into previous support, created liquidity wick, but failing to break the previous high on the MC play, bit of a red flag. And the only problem is we have got this resistance that we failed to break and close above, but with volume, If we can now break the previous 4-hour high, we've at least got the wick fill to continue on bullish. If we do start breaking and closing on smaller time frames above this level, we've got these clean candles to match and break above. Now coming over to the hourly, this is why I didn't want to trade on this candle particularly, because the hourly is very, very ugly. As you can see, the previous hourly, look at that closure, awful. Why is it awful? Because we failed to break the previous low, we failed to break the previous high, and look how we closed. Horrible, pretty much opening price with a tiny, tiny, tiny top wick. So yeah, really, really bad structure there. So we're not really interested in trading that candle. But why is it unpredictable? Why is it a bad thing if we don't break the previous low or previous high of a candle? It's because it makes the next candle very unpredictable to trade. Now we can break previous lows, we can break previous highs, but it can do whatever it wants, up, down, left, right, center, circles, whatever. It's just unpredictable. Half an hour, again, pretty messy as well. This is really messy. Yes, we've got this candle closure below. Again, I didn't like the hourly close. And then we come over to the 15-minute, which makes a lot more sense, right? So we had this previous support formed at 3128300 area. Yes, we made this most recent resistance, which we want the closure above. This range here is not enough pips. It's only like 14. So closure above here, is that a good idea to continue up bullish? Look left, no, choppy, just got a crappy wick fill. Look left again after that, more chop, more chop, more chop, more chop. So for buys, I'm not interested in buys until we get above 3136800, because then we have clean candles to the left hand side, come up to this previous resistance, we can continue up bullish after that. We've got all-time new highs to go into. Now we tapped into that 3150 area yesterday and obviously had the rejection, as you can see here, and we made some nice sales on that at market cruiser. But if we can continue up onto that level again, then I would expect price to break through this time on the daily, as we said. But as of for now on this current candle, yes, we had a closure below. I don't particularly like the closure below. Why? Because of the hourly, and also not much of a pretty top wick on either of these two candles anyway. But we close with lower volume. So we get a candle closure below with lower volume. I'm not interested. So what I'll do, I'll wait for this candle to close and we'll see if we get a setup off the back of that. We may get a nice MC play where we can break previous highs and continue on bearish. We might get a reverse MC play where we break the lows on a weak bearish candle and then break the highs to continue up on bullish. But at this point, it's too risky to take a trade. And additionally, we have just moved essentially from the top of this mini range to the bottom, and we moved about 60 pips. So I'd rather just be patient and wait at this point. If it goes, it goes. It's broken the previous wick already, but if this continues on bearish and fills the whole range, so be it. But one of my rules is the fact that if we move from the top of the range to the bottom of the range in one sweep and with too many pips, it's less likely to play out. And then obviously just looking at that hourly, it's just very unpredictable, so we may just dive all the way down, is what it is. But I'd rather wait. We've still got loads of clean candles at this point, so we can wait for this candle to print and we can react off of that. So that's the analysis done. And now we just stay patient at this point. But how are we all today? Who have we got in the chat so far? How are we doing, chat? Yes, Mix Man. How are we doing today? How are we doing today? Hope you're all well. Need the volume to pick back up for New York. Let's just also, we have got news today. We've got Trump speaking like way later on tonight, like way later, like 9 PM. So that's like way later. So I'm not expecting us to have any impact during the New York session because of that, because it's way later on. There will be some nice volume later on though, but I'm not advising to trade that. It's too late. It's too late. But anyway, we have got NFP at 1:15 or ADP, non-farm employment change. So we've got red folder news at 1:15 PM. So we'll be cautious of that. We won't trade just before it. We won't trade it, and we'll just wait for it to settle, and then we can go back into the markets, because we are not gamblers. We are disciplined traders. Mixed Man, all good, bro. How are you? Haven't taken any trades yet today. Yeah, I'm glad you're well. I'm good, thank you, man. I'm very good. Yeah, no trades for me either. No trades for me either. We streamed Market Cruiser this morning, which is like an open classroom, which is really nice. And we obviously had this support. We had this resistance. So yeah, we're waiting for this period of consolidation to break out. We then got this candle closure above, but it was very low volume, and we finished with no top wick, so entries were not there. It was a bit risky, way too risky. But the only thing that was nice was the 1 hour MC play, where we took out the previous lows and then the highs to continue bullish. But off of that 15-minute closure, there was just no, this wasn't really a valid entry. Well, look, we are having that nice dive down. Hopefully volume can pick up now. But yeah, no trades for me today. Taking out our clean range. Sometimes, like we said, some trades can go. If you don't like the look of the setup and there's a few red flags, right? You haven't taken a trade, then it still goes in your favour. It could be so damaging psychologically, because you think, oh, I should have taken it, I'll take it next time. And you'll take it next time and it'll lose, because you knew that's not part of your plan. But sometimes they just go, and that's okay. Missing moves is okay. If it's not part of your plan and there's red flags within the trade, then don't take the trade. But if you then see it play out and you're like, oh, that's not part of my plan, but I'll try it again next week or tomorrow because it worked out yesterday, and then it doesn't work out, and you'll be kicking yourself. Do it 10 more times. Take that trade 10 more times. It will only come in 2 or 3 times, and you'll be like, oh, that's why I didn't take it in the first place. But the market will do this, where trades will play out sometimes, and that's how it goes sometimes. Yeah, there's just no real easy setup here. Stay patient and stay disciplined. Stick to your plan. If this candle that closed below was higher volume and the hourly looked nicer, then I would have loved the trade. But lower volume closure, and we had it this morning as well, low volume closure and a push, so it is what it is. But we can still stay patient, wait for a setup off the back of this. Ooh. side, yes, we have created our most recent resistance. We are melting, which is nice, guys. Like, we're melting and we're creating clean candles. So if you can miss a move and be okay with it and think, okay, we've got clean candles now and we can get a move off the back of the clean candles. Now volume's picking up, which is really nice to see. Daily is pretty tricky to have a bias on at the moment, but if we do flip bearish and break the previous low, then I'll be happy with the daily bias as a bearish daily bias. Here's what I'm expecting from gold today in 90 seconds. 15 minutes. Gold. It's gold. Any trades from anyone else today? I know Mitzman, no trades from you. Anyone else, any trades? There'll be some people that took this trade on these sells, but for me, it's not part of the plan. And if you did take them sells, congratulations. But we won't be taking a sell on this candle. Yes, we've got higher volume now, closure, but we won't take a sell because we've moved way too far. But we'll have to, what we'd have to do is adjust our analysis when it gets to it, of course. So we just have to wait for a new range at this point. This is what we're dealing with at the moment. We're running out of clean candles, but we've created these clean candles. So we can continue bearish, create more clean candles. That'd be lovely. But if not, we can look to, even if we might have a divergence candle in a second. That's also a play. But we may create a new range in here. We do. We then got, if we get a candle closure below the new range, we've got clean candles to fill to the left. If we get a candle closure above, because of this dive down, we've now created these clean candles. So always opportunities off the back of a move. You must not think, oh God, I've missed a move and FOMO and get on the next candle. Just think, because we've created clean candles, there's going to be another move around the corner. Yeah, still diving down, no top wick, so we just have to be patient at this point. Appreciate the likes on the stream, guys. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yesterday we forgot to do the GeoGuessr. I got off stream and I was like, oh, I forgot to do the GeoGuessr, so we'll do that at some point. Usually we want to do it after we've taken a trade. I don't want to be doing it whilst we haven't taken a trade yet. Oh, okay. We may, if and only if we create a bit more of a nice top wick, but if we can create this candle like this, small bearish, but have higher volume than the previous, then we have a divergence set up for a nice buy, but only if we get that. So I'm just putting out this support at the moment because this is what we've got. We adjust our zones as we go along, but this is what it is at the moment. Most recent support, most recent resistance. Not recent, where it makes sense where we've got clean candles, right? So if we get a closure below 3111, 348, of course we need to see some bullish candles at some point because we've moved too far bearish already. But if we get that closure below, this is where we've got more clean candles. Yes, it's not a clean candle, it's a wick fill, so we can use this as clean candles. I prefer clean candles rather than a wick fill, but we can still use that. So TP1 fill in these wicks, TP2 comes down to the rest of the range, TP3, and we've got that wick fill there. So we'll see. Still got 9 minutes left on this candle. Welcome, 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 guys. Oh, look at that. Appreciate the likes. Thank you, thank you. A few more likes on there. Appreciate the likes, guys. On the stream, that goes a long way for me, and always very grateful for it. Yeah, let's see if we get higher volume closure here for a nice divergence, then we can get some nice pips on the way back up. We'll see. Do, 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 do. Seven minutes till candle closure. Our volume is starting to build, so we may see ourselves with a divergence. We'll be able to grab maybe more of a bit of a smaller move, but we'll see. I would rather we had a bit more of a top wick here. If we do get a divergence candle, rather we have a bit more of a top wick, which is bugging me a bit, but is what it is. Do, do, ch, 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 ch. I really would like to see more of a top wick here if we do get this divergence candle. Welcome to the stream. If you've just joined us, guys, welcome, welcome, welcome. Still just driving with no top wick. Really one of them days. Well, it's one of these days, right, where not a lot of things have made sense so far. Not a lot has made sense. We had Nice range over here during London on the market cruiser stream. Closure above, no top wick, low volume, still drove anyway, which is very uncommon. And then we had this range right here, got the closure below, lower volume, didn't like the top wicks. The hourly candle, look at that mess on that previous hourly, still just drove down anyway. So yeah, sometimes that happens. Just make sure you stay patient and wait for your setup for it to make sense. Looks like we're going to be coming. Wow, look at that. This is another thing that doesn't make sense, right? The 4-hour closure. Look at this. Really nice 4-hour closure. Higher volume. Grab liquidity from the previous low. Close strong bullish. You would expect, even if we were to reject, right, and come all the way down, you would expect previous candle high to get taken out to at least fill some of this clean candles to the left. But look what we've done. No top wick. Straight drive. And just look, we're going to take out that previous low. So yeah, we're definitely going to be cautious and be patient. Doo-doo. Yeah, I can't see this. How long we got left? 3 minutes. Closing as divergence, really, especially with the look of taking out this previous 4-hour low. I'm sure of it. But that's okay. We flipped bearish in a daily, which is pretty nice. Yeah, stay patient at this point. We may see a grab of the previous 4-hour low and then continue to push up for a little bit. We'll have to, honestly guys, we just have to stay patient at this point. Wait for a setup that makes more sense. Brad, sorry mate, a bit late. No worries man, just posted in your Discord general chat. Nice one, nice one. No worries, no need to apologise either. Good to see you though man, how are you doing? No, I got off the stream yesterday and I was like, oh, we forgot to do the GeoGuessr. I was like, damn. But I kind of do want to make sure we get a trade in first before we do something like that, just in case. Imagine if we were playing a game and then I miss a trade. 1 minute to account close. Just check Discord. Oof. Oh, let's go. Whoa, yeah, lovely, mate. Well done. I assume you're B3, B3. Yeah, lovely trade. Nice stuff. Lovely, lovely start to the day. That's what we like to see. That is what we like to see. Good job. Yeah, GeoGuessr is it's definitely the cream on top at the end. It's like the little treat at the end. Yeah, good job, good start. Now we are looking more of a like a divergence candle, which is nice. The only problem we have here is we've got nearly 8 pip stops. is our only problem. We can try and go current. If we make a nicer bottom wick, let's see what we get. Because of the doubt of the no top wick, so if we do break the previous wick high quite early on and then come back down and create more of a steeper bottom wick and then re-break the highs, I'll be way more confident at that point. So we'll just see how the next candle reacts now. Make sure I've got everything ready and set up, so it'll be like a 1.6 lot, no doubt. So nice, very high volume closure, smaller body. So yeah, we would like to see a nice divergence. It's the start of a new hourly, so hopefully get the first 5 out of the way. Hopefully create a bit more of a bottom wick here. So yeah, like I say, a couple of plans here, guys. Because I don't like this no top wick, if we break it right now without creating a bottom wick, I'm not really interested. But if we break it, then come back down, then create our bottom wick, and then re-break the highs, then I'm interested in the trade. It's a safer entry, which it does look like we may come and do now. Let's see. Here we come then. So plan so far is working out. Now we're just looking for that previous wick to get taken because it is a no top wick, and we start with no bottom wick. Can we then break it, come back down, break our low again, and then re-break the highs for a safer entry? So there's the break. Hopefully, I mean, if it goes, that's fine, because we've got the no top wick, which is a red flag of mine. We'd like to see a reaction now. New 5-minute candle now. So yeah, I really want to see us break our own low, create a bottom wick, and then break our own highs again. But at the moment, if we push, we push. But with no bottom wick, makes it a little bit more tricky for us. Yeah, it may just go at this point, but it's fine. It's absolutely fine. There's still the opportunity that we come and get this bottom wick and then continue and then push up again, which we'll be patient for. Yeah, would have been a nice woulda, shoulda, coulda, but we follow the plan. Notification from McDonald's. Keeping a close eye to see if we can get some sort of rejection, get this closer to this bottom wick. No entry yet. Divergence trade, it played out beautifully already. It would have been a nice catch already, but we didn't have a bottom wick, so we just wanted to follow the plan and be more cautious at that point. Nice 25 pips, that was where we run at, but again, we just need to see a bottom wick for us to enter that. That's all good. Welcome to stream, guys, if you just joined us. There's a couple of moves that's just happened. We've had this divergence, but we didn't have a bottom wick. That's the part of the plan. Don't have a bottom wick, there's no trade. There's also this trade here. We had this resistance and support with the no trade range. Got the closure below, but it was very, very low volume closure, as you can see, the lowest one out of all of these. So there's no trade there. Too risky. Got to be disciplined. Got to be disciplined. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do do. Right, 3 minutes till this candle closes. New support formed, but again, no clean candles after that. But then we can create a new resistance on the next candle. Then we have ourselves a new range. So we've got this obviously support here. If we can create a new resistance at any point here, we've got ourselves a no trade range. And then we've got clean candles to the left, and then the wick fill to the left. Do, do, do. Do, 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 do. Okay, candle close, pretty nice volume. But again, obviously we haven't got a bottom wick still on this half an hour and hourly, so I would expect some sort of retracement, at least to try and grab that. We have got a nice high volume closure. Yeah, let's see how we go. Hopefully we can create new resistance for that new range now. Oh, I'm tired today, guys. It's caught up with me today. We've had a fantastic start to the week, Monday and Tuesday. No trade on stream yesterday, but in the London session we've got a couple of nice moves in Market Cruiser. Monday we've got some nice trades. 2 nice trades yesterday, 2 trades before on Monday. Really nice start to the week. Hopefully we can continue today. Just check, was it 2, maybe 3 trades yesterday? Oh, it was 2 yesterday and then 3 on Monday. So yeah, 11 wins in a row on personal, 3 wins in a row on stream. Let's hopefully we can carry that on now. Best ever win streak? Well, 11's pretty, it's up there. Let's have a look. I think 17 was the best ever one with some break evens in between, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Nope. 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 What we got here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So no, nope. What's this here? Nope. 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 What's this? This is pretty big. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. No, there's a, where is it? There's a bigger one. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1. 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. No, there's definitely 17 somewhere. Oh, it's here, it's here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. So we had 17 wins. Not, well, we had 1, 2, 3 BEs, but of course 17 wins on the streak there. So this officially, this 11 win streak here, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. This is the second best streak we've ever had. So we're going to keep that up. Comeback is always stronger. The comeback is always stronger. It was tough. It's tough taking these like 3 losses here. And 4 losses here. It's tough taking them. And it is because we're all human. Taking losses isn't nice. Like there's much stuff out there, as you see. People saying you have to be emotionless when trading. As much as you see out there, or the gurus or whatever. Yes, that is true, but you can't be emotionless. Like you can't just take them emotions out of you. We're human beings. You have emotions. So if you do get 3 losses in a row or 4 losses in a row, it might not happen all the time. It happens less frequent with our higher win rate. But if they do happen, it does make you feel crap. Of course it does. We're human. It's gonna get you down a little bit. But when you journal and you see all of this previous data, like all you have to do, take a step back and be like, look, I'm consistently profitable over a long period of time, right? And although right now, in this moment, I've got a few losses, I know if I carry on sticking to my plan, carry on sticking to my strategy, being consistent with it and not changing anything, that I know that these 4 losses will just be a part of history. And I have to keep telling myself that. Even me, after trading for 5 years, I have to tell it to myself all the time. In these moments of having some losses, you have to tell yourself, this is just another loss. It's part of trading. It's just going to be part of the journey, and it will happen again, and it will happen again and again. But if you know that you're consistently profitable and you can keep your high win rate, that it will just be a part of history. Like, it's just going to be part of the journey. Yeah, I'm hoping we can create resistance on this candle, then we've got a smaller range. Still no bottom wick on this half an hour and hourly. Liverpool versus Everton tonight, looking forward to that. Just listen to this quickly, one sec. Okay, back. Is there a link for that? There we go. Any football team supporters in here? Love to know who everyone supports. Liverpool fan myself, but obviously Liverpool Everton tonight. It's always nice when you've got a game to look forward to after a long day, and you got football at the end of it. For me, it's such a nice feeling. This is crazy price action with no bottom wick on the hourly. What is that? Yeah, this is crazy. This price action is crazy. Nice volume, nice movements, but no entries. And this crazy. I'm not coming to collect that. This is madness. Like literally this push up is crazy. Man, look at it go. No FOMO there, guys, no FOMO. Here's what it is, happens. This is how you be consistent. If you've not got exactly what you want in your trade, then why are you entering it? I wanted to see a nicer bottom wick here. Wanted to see price perhaps take out this no top wick, create a bottom wick, then continue up for the buys, but didn't happen, so didn't enter the trade. Because so many times, right, you've got no top wick here, you've got no bottom wick here. So many times you can come and collect that no top wick, then reverse, collect the bottom wick, and do whatever. So that was the plan. You have to stick to your plan. And it goes like this. Do, 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 do. Thing is, I want to get a trade on stream for you guys, but I'll never be that person that takes a trade just for the sake of a stream to get, you know, views or whatever. I'm only ever going to trade the best possible setups. I'm not going to do anything out of the ordinary just for the sake of YouTube, you know. I'm just going to keep doing and stay disciplined to exactly how I trade. Again, be nice to see if we can create a resistance here on this candle, and then we'll have our new range. We've still got these clean candles, so we're still actually stuck in this Asian range. We haven't broken out the Asian range this whole day. Granted, the Asian range is very big. Asian session has been pushing a lot of volume the last few days. One of the Market Cruiser members has different time zone to myself, and sometimes he trades the Asian session, and he's been doing really well lately. So shout out to Christian. That's right, that's good, that's good. Yep, resistance please. Resistance please. How can I help you today? I don't need your help. Welcome to stream, guys. If you've just joined, welcome, welcome, welcome. Just waiting for a new range at this point. We had this nice divergence push on the push up, but I wanted to see a nicer bottom wick, and I'd rather if we had a nicer wick here for the cleaner divergence, because there's every opportunity you break this previous wick and then come back down and create a bottom wick. That would have been the safer entry. Anyhow, at the moment we're now just waiting for a new resistance to form, and that will create our new no trade range. Not feeling that song. do. Guys, if anyone's got any questions at any point on any stream as well, just ask away. Ask away. Because I'm happy to help as well if you have any questions. But anything, really, trading, life, psychology, you can ask me anything. Do. Guess we'll play a quick game. Have got news at 1:15, remember guys, so when it gets to 12:45 it'll be half an hour before, so we have to be wary at that point. Hopefully now we are going to be closing a new resistance, so then we can adjust our new zone. And we've got a smaller period of consolidation, and we've got a clean candle to the upside, we've got the wick fill to the downside. That'll be a lot nicer. There we go, bit of a nicer push. Hopefully we can come and collect this no bottom wick. We have still not got a bottom wick on the hourly. For nicer candlestick structure, I want to see that get taken. There we go, there we go, there we go. Patience pays, new range needed. Jeez. Come on, gold, give us this new resistance. Not going to get the resistance by the looks of things. See how we close. We may just move it a little bit. We may move it down if we finish week bearish anyway, just as a benchmark. News in half an hour. News in half an hour. When I can, guys, I'll get the opportunity to stream a bit longer. We're doing 2 hours at the moment at a time, but I'll try and up it to like 3 if I get the opportunity on some days, because sometimes we get a move and then the move happens after. But that's what the Cruise Effects Discord is for. So if you're not part of the Cruise Effects Discord, make sure you get in there. And after the stream, I always will try and update you with further analysis. So very, very minor resistance being formed, but we use that as a benchmark now. So we have got a new range, new no trade range, very minor support. We may get take out that previous high straight away, but it is what it is. So we can use that as our new TP, the rest of these clean candles. Then we've got the Asian highs, and then we've got leave our TP3 up there. Very low volume resistance as well, but we'll use this for now. used to like these. I'd wait for I'm so much more patient now, but I used to like these setups where we've just created a weak bearish, but it hasn't broken out of a range, right? So if we get a break out of a range and then you get a weak bearish, that's fine, but we haven't broken out of any range at the moment. It's just on a little uptrend. So there's every possibility that you break the previous high and then just reject. So yeah, just going to stay patient at this point, especially with news around the corner. Okay, so we've got a minor range formed. Minor range forms. Now essentially we need to waiting for closure slash setup, because say we did may get a tiny closure above here and then might be higher volume, then we take out the previous highs and then continue to take out the previous lows. Might get a nice reverse MC play to then retest these lows. So we do initially wait for the closure, but sometimes you can get setups around there as well. Yeah, very low volume on that previous candle, so may say a break of the previous wick and then continue down. My eyes are getting very heavy. Yeah, as you can see, volume has slowed right down. Still very hard to get a daily bias. It's very hard to get a daily bias still. What are we doing, gold? We're just sitting still. Maybe just waiting for news at this point. No movement, no movement, no movement. Wow, really have just been stuck at this price. Look at the 1 minute. 1 minute side by side. It heard me, so hopefully now we'll get some movement. Hmm. 4 minutes till candle ends, so nothing to be seen here really. Stay patient. News in 15 minutes. Welcome to stream. If you just joined, guys, welcome, welcome, welcome. We're just waiting for news to come around now. We've only got 15 minutes left. Just haven't really moved. Minus 15. Two minutes till candle closure. New York open in 3 minutes, and then we've got news in 15 after that. Looking forward to the future, guys. We're going to grow this big. We're going to grow big. We're going to go really big. We're putting a lot of effort for Market Cruiser, Cruise Effects, and for YouTube. We're just going to go. We're going to go all in, and hopefully, I can help you guys as well. Grow your accounts, get you funded. You know. That's my main goal. If I can help as many people as possible, it would make me feel much better. Yeah, at least we've got a nice new range now. So let me just get a screenshot of that. Try that in a Discord. News in 15 mins. Till that settles. I was telling the guys at Market Cruiser this morning, like, we got on stream yesterday and then this happened. Pure consolidation. And then as I stopped the trading day, this happens. You never really see much volume after 4:30 GMT. But obviously, like we said on stream yesterday, the bigger the consolidation, the bigger the breakout. And the breakout did happen after my trading day finishes. Crazy. Just got to be okay with it and no FOMO. Do, 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 do. 'Still no bottom work on that previous hourly, so again, I do want to see that get collected at some point. Do, 12 minutes till news. Hopefully it gets the market moving a bit more as we just slowed right down. Oh, nice. Girlfriend has saved me some halloumi at home. So I'll go home after stream, have some lunch, and then carry on trading after that. That is the plan. Love halloumi. Halloumi. 7 minutes till news. Six minutes till news. I'm gonna have to shoot off at some point, but then I'll keep the analysis flowing in CreditFX Discord for sure. Yeah, there's a couple setups, guys, obviously, but I'm not taking a setup if there's something wrong with the trade, whether that be volume, a wick, or etc. From experience, you know, like why I've created this whole thing is because traders get caught out too much with a lack of understanding about wicks and candles and volume. Because there's a lot of stuff out there that say do this, do that, wait for a closure outside the range and then take the buy or sell on the next candle. But it's just not as simple as that. There's a few more things that you have to understand and learn about wicks and closures before you can start becoming really consistent. So hopefully I can teach that patience and discipline and set up some strategy. But we'll see the news play out for sure. Okay, 3 minutes till news. Let's see what we get. Volume is starting to pick up again. 1 minute 50 seconds. Okay, 1 minute, 1 minute, 1 minute. Okay, here we go, 10 seconds. Let's see what news does before I have to head off. And then I'll get back on the charts, ready for the Discord updates after. Here we go. Here we go. And, and we haven't moved yet. I prefer it if we come down and collect this no bottom wick like we said earlier for a nicer structure. Not too much excitement so far, the first minute. But anyway guys, I am going to head off, right? I'll keep the Discord updated, but waiting for a closure outside this range is pretty important at the moment. But I'll keep updating in Discord on CruiseFX. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, make sure you are subscribed. Unfortunately, that's 2 no trade days in a row on just for stream. I actually haven't taken a trade today at all anyway, but 2 no stream trades. So we sit on the 3 win streak still, the 3 wins. But as always, very much appreciated for you guys turning up. Even if there's no trade, hopefully you get lots of education out of and value out of the streams. But the trades will flow when they come, when they're right and when they're set. But yeah, hope you have a good rest of the day guys, and I will catch you tomorrow, same time, 11:30 AM GMT. Peace.